Hi, Aries, and welcome to your March reading. These messages will be general, so take what resonates and leave what does not. Any information you need about booking a personal reading with me is located in the description box below, as well as where you can make a love donation to this channel if you feel so moved. And also my social media, come join me over on Instagram, give me a follow. We go live over there. And I post daily card pulls to calibrate our days for magic and success, my love. And also, this is also for your moon rising and Venus signs, or you can put it anywhere in your placement. Baby, you like it, I love it. And so without further ado, Aries, baby, let's get into your reading. And receive that. What I got for you, Aries, is it came sooner than expected. It came sooner than I expected. So I don't know what that's about, but we're going to shuffle up these cards and figure it out together. Okay? It came faster than I expected it to. You know, I've been hearing this saying over and over again for like the past, I don't even know how many days. You know, we make plans and God laughs. Look at that, Justice, first card out. I'm trying to see if I can get it to focus here. There we go. We have the Justice card, but you see that the scales are out of balance. So maybe you're waiting for a legal matter to wrap up, and so you're not feeling any balance right now because there's an impending decision that still needs to be made. Or maybe this is just a decision being made at work. You know, when I think of justice, I'm also thinking about institutions like, you know, or places of business, you know, some place where you have to sign contracts, things of that nature. So let's see what else is going on. But you see, Lady Justice, she's holding the sword of truth, right? You're armed with your truth. And so even if things seemingly are not in your favor, you can still champion your situation and move forward. Well, move forward. Check it out, Aries. We have the Six of Swords, which talks about moving into calmer waters, moving into smoother times, right? We're leaving the choppy, rough waters behind, and we're sailing towards smoother time. Smoother times? Why? Because of your mental clarity that you are beginning to experience. You see that the further you swim away from imbalance, right? The further we get away from being out of balance, the more clear our thoughts and communications are, because that's what swords are, thoughts and communication. So the Six of Swords is telling you that there's victory here, even if your winning is just walking away. Okay, Aries? That everything is not for you to carry all on your own. And maybe you're not feeling like you have enough strength to get through this time, Aries, because we got the Strength card, but in the reverse. You have to remember that you are more than capable of working through this time. Here we go, Lovers. So maybe this is to do with your lover, okay? Remember also that this year is a 6 year with a 222, right? Energy. And 6 is all about domestic situations, relationships. This is the card of Libra, the Justice card, which also Libra is governs relationships. So this may very well have to do with a relationship. Maybe you are with a Libra. Maybe Libra season is something special to you and your partner. Or if it's none of those things, it's just referring to the balance and the thing about being out of balance. And perhaps maybe this connection is out of balance, but is still moving towards balance, right? Maybe some things are coming up that you and your partner have to deal with legally that is creating stressors, right? But the Lovers talks about happy marriages, right? Or harmonious marriages, but it can also talk about, depending on where your balance is within your own relationship and where the balance is between you two individually, Aries, that there is a final, there's decisions needing to be made, right? Because the Lovers also talks about choices, decisions, okay? And this is the card of Gemini, so Gemini could be present. There's a lot of air energy here, right? The Emperor. So this, again, talks about building an empire. This is about self-discipline, right? This is about strategy, making plans, right? The Emperor is the Emperor, not because he's winging it, not because he's, skimming through the details. This person is detail oriented, and maybe you're having to assume this position in a connection, whether it be in business or relationships, Aries. But I can feel that if you feel like you're having to carry more than you would like to, right? Let's say that's the thing. It's going to build up resentment if you're going to feel like I had to build this whole thing by myself. But you two can move to smoother waters together if you have clear communication. You have to be willing to go through the choppy waters, the choppy side of communication, right? To get to the smoother communication. You have to be willing to have the tough conversations, and it's better to have them early, Aries, because we never escape those conversations. I feel like you're either going to have those conversations. There's no two ways about it, right? There's no three ways about it, let's say. There's either you're going to have this conversation at the beginning where you have a better chance of, bringing into balance the things that you feel are out of balance, that you aren't getting from a relationship or a partnership. Or you're going to be having those same conversations at the end when you're ready to walk. So better to have those conversations early and give yourself and your partner a better chance to move forward aligned and successful than, and remember I said better chance, not guaranteed, but a better chance at that versus I'm just going to carry it all until I feel like I can't anymore, and then finally make the decision and pop and just be here with my thing alone. You know what I'm saying? See that 10 of Wands, someone in this connection, whether it's business or personal relationship, it could be family, whatever, put it where it fits. You're carrying too much, and you need to put down some of these responsibilities because they're not all yours to carry, okay? You're doing too much, Aries. I know you're the go-getter and you're the doer, but a lot of times you'll do a lot of the heavy lifting and still say, this is all the stuff we are working on, but you're the one who's doing most of the work. And I'm telling you, keep your head down in those sticks long enough, you will build up resentment, okay? For your family member, for your lover, for your spouse, for your friend, for your business associate, your partner in business. Whatever it looks like, you're doing too much, and you need to put some of those sticks down, and whoever else is in this connection needs to start picking some of them up. That's what I'm getting. Woo! The 8 of Wands. That means ending of delays. This is action, Aries. So I feel like if you would just have this conversation, it might assist the movement, right? And this is also about very fast communication coming in. So you might be getting a lot of communication either regarding a legal matter or regarding what is out of balance. And remember that Wands is fire energy, okay? So this could be fiery communication as well. But either way, this is bringing you into movement, into forward movement and progression, okay? The delays are over. Decisions will be made. Or at the very least, they need to be. Ten of Swords. This talks about feeling defeated or betrayed, like feeling stabbed in the back. But it also just talks about the need to, you're finally putting this old way of thinking and these old patterns and behaviors to rest. Like, you're going to bury the old man. You're going to die away to the old version of yourself and be reborn into this new cycle where you don't feel like you have to do it all and carry it all. I know it's a little blurry, guys, but I just don't know what my phone is trying to do. So I'm going to try to keep bringing them up to camera so you can see the cards. The Empress. You see, look at the Empress and the Emperor energy. Even though they're coming up in separate decks, they're still showing a balancing of divine feminine and divine masculine energy, right? And the need for balance between the two. It's not enough if only one person in the connection is sitting in their Emperor energy, or only one person is sitting in their Empress energy, but both people aren't showing up in their fullness and doing their individual work to make this union last, so that there's just more than enough. You don't have to worry about anything. But when somebody is pulling most of the weight, you need to put some of that down and get some rest, okay? Ooh, look, the Chariot was on the bottom. I just wanted to see. See that? Maybe these are addictive patterns and behaviors that you show that are on the unhealthy side when you're in union with a divine partner. I'm not even going to say divine partner, because we really freely throw that around and attach that to just every and any old body. I'm talking about this partnership, how you've shown up in other partnerships. You might want to take a look at how you're showing up and how you're choosing your partners. And so be honest with yourself, right? Don't betray yourself, right? And not tell yourself the truth about choices and decisions you made as well, okay? And it's also telling you, please don't revert back to any unhealthy patterns of trauma bonding you used to do with a past partner in this new connection, because you're going to leave someone feeling like this, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm having to pay for all these things that I didn't do to you. Okay, and this came out reverse. So this might be a issue that's weighing a little bit more heavy on the divine masculine. Maybe he's just not seeing the way through successfully, because this talks about Six of Wands upright is triumph, Aries, right? Or this could be you feeling like, because this is your card, the Emperor. So maybe you're not feeling as triumphant because you're trying to navigate how to move forward in this connection, or how to make time for it and not revert to other things, so that you just don't feel like we're just stuck together. You really want to have this really beautiful union, this really beautiful balanced out union. But I feel like because the Empress is the one who's showing up with the strength in reverse, I think maybe the Wands might be more on the divine feminine in this connection, okay? And I'm talking about energy. So the Emperor could be feeling like, I'm not really feeling like the returning hero. I'm not really feeling like I'm at my best on top of the world, because I'm trying to see my way and how to navigate through some of my own old patterns and behaviors and how it's showing up and affecting my connection. Either way, there's a lot of clearing that needs to be done on both parts, just so that you can move freely and you have everything material to you to make this move forward, okay? Everything is made material for you to get up in your magician energy, your alchemist energy, and transmute this situation. But don't think that you're going to do somebody else's work for them, okay? You have to have a unified vision, whether that's in business, family, relationships. You have to have a unified vision to move forward, unified, if you're going to move forward together. Because one person thinking, oh, I'm just going to drag you along with me, or I'm just going to make you show up in this energy, it's not going to work out. Everybody's responsible for their own stuff. The Empress is the Empress of her own right, not because she's with the Emperor. The Emperor is the Emperor in his own right, not because he's with the Empress. Aries, Aries, Aries. But I'm still feeling very good about you figuring out how to navigate all this, Aries, okay? Because this isn't like you got, oh my gosh, breakup cards. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people could interpret the Ten of Swords as like, this is the end of the line here. And, you know, put it where it resonates. But what I'm more so feeling is that, like, there needs to be an end of unclear communication and an end of over carrying the load inside of a relationship, partnership, union, whatever, friendship, etc. And there needs to be more balance. You got the Lovers card again. So they are talking to you that if you want this relationship to solidify, conversations need to be had, and decisions need to be made. There's no more time for like not being on the same page, right? And at the very least, not to be on different pages with yourself, okay? With your own energy. We got courtship, but it came out sideways, okay? So maybe you guys need to start courting each other, like, you know, get back into that dating situation, you know? In terms of like, get back into that dating energy. You shouldn't stop dating. You shouldn't take your partner for granted, whether in business or in relationships. But for me, I'm going to just keep it towards relationships right now because this is where it seems to be going. You need to start courting again. You need to be back into that vibe again and keep some sparks alive, because maybe the devil energy and feeling like chained up to each other is more like, oh gosh, the humdrum monotony of just everyday blending together. Then it's you guys' responsibility to shake up and break up that energy and find opportunities to create new energy together, right? Go on solo dates, like go out by yourself and enjoy something yourself, and then make sure you're also more specifically, right, like making time for each other. Even if it's in-home date night, like make that time for each other, right? If you can't go out, if it's you know, panorama related, you know, the pandemic related, right? And you got to curate moments of connection, period. We have message. So there's news coming in. Again, remember with that 8 of Wands energy. So there's a lot of movement, a lot of messages coming in. If you are single and you've been wanting to manifest this, well, your assumption solidified into some fact and somebody's coming to court you, okay? And you'll be hearing from them soon. Bottom of the deck, whoa, false person. Y'all, false person, change, community. You might be changing up your circle, okay? There might be someone in your circle who's not really happy about your connection. And you'll have to begin to, you know, you see that's like moving. Like you're just moving in a different direction. Bags are packed. You'll find your new people. Okay, Aries? But also that false person can also be, are you falsely showing up yourself? You know? We got mature man here. So it could also be dealing with an older person. Maybe someone older is meddling in your situation. But I still feel like this is good energy. You just need to chill out. I'm going to pull one from each of these decks because we took a long time on the tarot. I know I see the cards going into the flames, but I'm right here, guys, okay? But the tarot had a word for you. Also, let's see what we got at the bottom of the decks. Look at this. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Okay, Aries? What is not aligned and what needs to change? And then at the bottom, you have Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy, okay? So again, that don't bring old stuff into your new situation, and don't show up your same old self in a brand new situation with a brand new person, okay? We have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So ask yourself that in a connection, in a friendship, in your business, in your work environment, whatever that looks like. How are you showing up inauthentically, right? And this, in some practical ways that can show up, is like, I'm not holding my boundaries. I'm not communicating my wants and needs. I'm just trying to avoid an argument because, you know, when you do that, that says that you don't have enough faith in the union, or enough trust in the bond. And that's with friends, with family, with coworkers, with business partners, with bosses. If there's no trust there, then you don't trust the connection to survive an uncomfortable or difficult conversation. But what always happens, Aries, win, lose, or draw, every time, 10 out of 10 times, is that inevitably that situation will come to a head, and that conversation will be had. So it's time to ask yourself, how do I want to have it? Kali Ma, facing fear. Come on now. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. It's telling you this is your opportunity to move beyond these limitations, and stop telling yourself that if you show up for yourself, you are going to be punished for it. Because that's essentially what you're doing when you're like, I don't want to have an argument. What if we break up if we talk about this? What if they don't want to do business with me anymore if we talk about this? What if they don't value my opinion anymore because I went against what they said, or I challenged their comfort zones with my boundaries, or whatever the thing is, Aries? It's like, nah, yo, nah, nobody's doing that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's see what this is. Okay. I love these runes. You guys don't know. I'm like in love with them. They're from the Afro Goddess Rune Stone Casting Set. Okay. By Andrea Furtick. I hope I'm saying that right. I love her work. She's wonderful. So let's get it. This rune is called, let's see. Where are you? There you are. Hagalaz. Okay? Hagalaz. And let's see Hagalaz. Hagalaz says, for it is without warning. Here, hold on. I couldn't even see where I put my hand. Here we go. For it is without warning, the hail falls fast, intense in its strike, but the pain shall not last. Bringing forth seeds of change and evolution, I accept there is pain within divine revolution. You better catch this word. This is so on point. It says crisis, the uncontrollable, chaos, hail, severe weather, trials, obstacles, unavoidable pains, evolutionary progress. So you see what I'm saying? It might feel yucky. Some of these conversations might be uncomfortable, but they're so necessary. And there's always rainbows after the storm, baby. The storm doesn't always come just to destroy and fuck up your life. It comes to clear. It comes to clear the path. The changing winds will move things that were too heavy for you to move on your own. Okay? Divine intervention. The Hagalaz rune is the rune of the direct facing of past and its patterns. Do you see that? Facing your past and your patterns with that devil card. Come on, come get this word. As nature is impersonal, when the clouds brew a hailstorm, it falls. And if it hits you, and it hurts. An umbrella will be no match, and all you may be able to do is take shelter from the storm till it blows over. The hail, quotation marks, of this storm will be no different. However, just as the painfully icy hail will transform into nourishing water, Know that this storm will turn into something much more positive as well. Loving this for you, Aries. So accept what is and be open to what's to come from it. And with patience, something new shall begin to grow. Boo! That was for you, okay? That was for you indeed. I love that word for you. I'm feeling March for you, Aries. Pisces is still Pisces season, but I know towards the end of this month of March, it'll be your season, Aries. So I am wishing you so well. Please, please, please know that you got this, okay? And that all is well and you do have the strength, but you need to also have clear communication, all right? So with that, I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. You count, you matter, you are important, you are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are magic, Aries baby. Go get up in it, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Later. Ashe.